taking off fan bracing because it's broken in multiple places.
What happens is they said you're whacked by a truck.
You're so mean. So yeah, broken. And the radiator, I guess feels dents. Yeah, it did those dents. So good thing that's out of there, isn't it?
Yeah, let me look at this thing.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues, and in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Should we get you some just for your McConaughey's? Don't have the red and take. I want the red and take.
He threw that there and it landed like that. So weird.
So weird.
So weird. Let's get some bolts for my cup holder.
Yeah, I think the hardware's over there.
All Alice does is stand there and hold the camera. She's always on her phone.
Yeah, she sucks.
Martin has to do all the work.
Never does anything. I'm like walking by, I'm like, what the bleep? I'd say that fender sticks out a little bit past the wheel, huh? Just a little? No? Like 3 inches? There's a tire. Yeah, quite a bit.
So somehow when I was coming home, this guy got really crooked because it popped off its little brackets right there. And so we're doing a dangerous situation here. Almost there. Oh, did that hurt? Are
you kidding me? Yeah,
Well, it's back on now.
I mean, it's not that bad. Fancy's was worse. It's just a little bit off.
That's a big visor. That visor's huge. Dang.
Texas bumper.
Wow. That's how big Tiny's is going to be too.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then we'll go on the inside.
I don't know where the inside ones are.
Go. It's not on it. You're not on the bolt. I know you are.
No,
Go.
I'm off the socket now.
I don't think you will. This one's tighter than Tiny's. Tiny's pops around.
So I'm doing arts and crafts with my truck and a Sharpie. Let me show you guys. So this truck did not come with the chrome gauge trim, and to buy a kit to make it have it is like $200. So I remember that I did this on my Ford Mustang that I had a million years ago. I took a silver Sharpie and I traced various things in that car, and then it kind of looks like it's brushed aluminum in a way. So that's what I'm doing. You can see on this side I got these ones done. I still got all these other ones to do, but what do you guys think? I think it's looking all right. And we got one half done. What do you guys think? What do you think? Alright, that's all done.
What?
It's all done.
Are you saying you want to cool?
It's showing that the door's open though. Passenger door, even though the passenger door is not open.
Maybe I didn't close it all the way.
What do you think?
Fancy, I like it. You should paint around your other gauge.
Not bad though for like Sharpie work, huh?
Nay.
But no, seriously, right?
Oh, that's good.
It looks like brushed aluminum. Or satin. So yeah, all you need is a Sharpie and a really steady hand. And then you can save $200 not having to buy chrome gauges. Carb's gonna be so mad that we're taking this aerodynamic stuff off. Maybe. So I bought these, not realizing that they're really, really huge. So as much as I didn't want to run the big old chrome center cap thingies, I think I'm going to, because these are like kind of silly without it. Let me show you. So there it is without it. And that's kind of what it's going to look like with that thing on. So, yeah. Man, those are obnoxious. I can't believe I did that. Martin, I can't believe I did that. I should not be trusted to shop. Is it free? Now you'll be able to get underneath that truck so much easier.
So epic.
That's not our epic.
Buys the truck for fuel mileage, gets rid of the things that get it fuel mileage.
Yay.
Ow.
That feel good?
Yes.
Oh. tug-of-war. Let us with the tug-of-war. Oh my God! He's right here.
So we're gonna take off those guys also. So we're working on putting in the ELD, the Babysitter. That's what we're doing. I think we're going to mount it where it sits like this. I think that's going to be the plan. I wish Siva used tablets. I don't have to have this big old sucker sitting here. Whatever. So one of our herd bumpers we bought is slightly tweaked. So Martin's gonna try to straighten it out. We're taking the truck to get new tires. We're gonna go new tires all the way around. Originally I wanted to steal the ones off of Tyler, but we decided Tyler can keep his and we'll just buy new ones for this. So we're gonna go to our tire guy and get that done. Get her done. Is that the one that sucked? Or is that our other one?
These are all yours.
No, I know, but which one was the one that sucked?
This one.
Oh yeah, there's the, look at that mark. Is that like a steel cord or something?
Almost. wrong with those steer tires when you took them off?
Yeah, well, we didn't even check them.
Yeah, because the truck drives it. Nobody.
So those 2 tires right there, those were Tiny's steers. We would be picking up Tiny's drives that we left here, but we sold them to another YouTuber. And he came down, yesterday and got them put on. So we went with the Barclays again because Martin likes them. They're good looking tires. We just don't like them recaps. And then in the front, we went with the Yokohamas that we have on all of our trucks, actually. Martin has over 100,000 miles on them on Fancy and really likes them. So we're going to keep the tradition. Easy come, easy go, they say. I don't know if it's that easy to come, but it's easy to go. Working's hard. We got all the used ones loaded up. So we're gonna take these guys back to the house and pop them up for sale on Marketplace. Make back a little bit of that $4,200. It'll be literally a little bit, but tire shops tell me and Martin that they've been slow. Definitely a lot slower than last year. A lot of people are not buying tires, whereas right now the used tires, they're pretty dang popular. Like Martin didn't think he would want to buy like the used tires. I'm like, no man, now's the time to sell used tires because a lot of people can't afford to go get new tires. And so this will help somebody out greatly. We'll price them reasonably and fair, just like the tires helped out our Betty. And yeah, they'll bless somebody with some miles. All right, so we're back home with the new truck. It is still all over the road. So the tires, I guess, did not fix it. I worry that maybe when they replaced the kingpins, they didn't tighten something or they did something wrong. All I know is this is like becoming really emotionally draining to me right now. We have an appointment tomorrow morning at the alignment shop that did the spring rod bushings on Tiny and the alignment. We're going to have them take a look at the suspension and realign the truck if need be. Hopefully they can give us a better idea of what maybe is the culprit. It just sucks. When I first test drove the truck, it did not do that. All this started after they did the kingpins, but they were very adamant that it was the alignment. And then when the tire place that did the alignment pointed out the front tires, then they're saying, well, it's probably the steers and they need to wear themselves smooth again. But I don't know. I'm supposed to go out. I don't know if I'm going to go out. So I'm probably not going to move my stuff over because if I do go out, I might take Tyler, although my son was going to go with me. And I need 2 beds. And I don't know if I want to take Fancy necessarily. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Emotionally drained, guys. That's what it's doing to me. I'm feeling very tired from it. Apparently the batteries are dead on Tyler. I just got a text about that. That's not cool.
For me opening it.
Yes. Father's Day gift. A little late.
A little white.
Swim trunks.
Yes. Do you see why they're cool?
Pretty nice.
Do you see?
Why isn't your truck on there?
Because we didn't have it yet.
Really? No, your
Oh.
green truck?
I didn't think it'd match. I mean, I guess it should have because of the green. But look, it's got Fancy Hawk and Tiny Dancer. Are those cool?
Yes, they're amazing. Still gotta scrub it. We're gonna pull the bugs off nicely.
Oh, I bet it does. A little more horsepower. All right, well, I'll be back. Bye. It's Wednesday. It's dispatch day. Our team truck has already gone out. My load, I don't think it's going out till the night. That is kind of a bummer. I do not fare well on the night shift. But right now, I'm not worrying about that. What we're worrying about is trying to get this truck dialed in and right. So right now we are taking it over here to our alignment guy. It's the same guy that did the alignment on Tiny Dancer and also the spring pin bushings. We're going to have him give the truck a good look over and align it if need be and see if he can figure out what's going on with it, why it is all over the roadway when you're driving it. So I'll update you guys when I know something, or maybe Martin will update you. Someone will update you. I didn't make the light. It's always fun here. We had a Volvo that was that exact same color. Who knows? Maybe it's the same Volvo. I don't know. Where to park. Alright, quick update. I'm trying to avoid the sun, so whatever. But Jose here thinks that they made the kingpins way too tight. So he's going to get it up on the rack here momentarily and I guess give us a call.
Yes.
Hi.
Casey.
So I was just telling our friends that Jose
How
thinks
fat
that
I gotten.
Yeah, he's so fat. That Jose thinks that the kingpins are probably too tight.
Yeah, it's what it feels like to me. And when you're driving it, like the truck, when you're driving it, it's like when you come over a corner, it's like, and then you have to go like this because the truck wants to fight you, and you can feel the tightness.
Well, I can see
in
you
the
jerking
wheel.
around as you're driving down the road. It's like you're drunk.
And it's not in the corners. It's in the. It is in the just straight. It's just the truck's unbearable to drive. And I have a feeling. I remember back in the day. Remember when at least the kingpins on El Turbo we had the full D.
I don't remember it having kingpins done, but maybe.
You don't remember kingpins done on El Turbo?
No.
It did similar, so like they set them too tight. This guy over here is good. Like he knows what he's doing. He set up Tiny, and Tiny drives like a cream puff. I gotta see it.
I know.
So he'll take care of it. And the guy like over here, Master Alignment in Stockton. If you look him up, Jose Rosales, dude, he'll get you in. Like. They finally, yesterday they were really busy and they finally called me back and they're like, you want to bring it in now? And they're like, it's like 4:30. I'm like, no, just bring it in first thing in the morning. Because I don't want to leave the truck here in Stockton.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like they got to take everything apart. But again, yes, they did kingpins, but now I have to spend money on them to get readjusted. And that's not something I can do at home because I can't set alignment, so.
I'll let you take that up with the dealer if it depends on what they find.
It'd be nice if they paid some of it back. I mean, we put all 10 tires on it and it corrected it because the tires and the steers were junk. I mean, they let her out with the... I'm not going to say anything bad about the dealer because, again, it's a used truck. I think that they handled it professionally and they did what they felt was right. But, again, when you bring a used truck home, that's kind of when you figure out all the little things that you need to do to it. And the truck is solid. I mean, they went out of their way and did the kingpins, but I just feel like their mechanics just you know.
I don't know how they passed the DOT with the sidewall damage on the
No,
tire.
that
was a little bit of the.
And
that wasn't cool. But
and the cord was only shown. That's not cool. And then they were telling analysts that they'll just driving them. They'll smooth out.
Yeah, they'll
You
smooth out.
guys know a tire is not going to smooth out after it's already garbage. But, you know, it's a dealer. They're in it to make money. They're in it to sell. As far as, like, that I understand. But they did brakes on it, the front brakes. They replaced the rotors. They replaced the pads. They replaced the kingpins.
I know.
At a dealership, that's like $5,000. Probably. And here's the thing with dealership techs. No offense to you guys, to anybody that works at a dealership. But a lot of these guys are new at dealerships. And they just, well, I'm not going to say that they don't care, but they're still learning. So they probably tried their damnedest to do it, but I feel like they were lacking on doing it right, because again, they didn't even put the bottom grease fittings in. They didn't grease the bottom on the axle of the kingpin. They just put, you know, the top fittings that were in the truck. They just reused it and greased it. But as far as the bottom goes, they didn't do that. So it's like, why can't you do that? So
in a rush, probably. Want to go
in a rush to get it out, and they aligned it. But again, from what Alice was telling me, the truck drove nice before they did the kingpins, but after she drove it, it was like all over the road. Like you have, when you're going straight, it's like this. You have to constantly fight it, and that's what he said, and that's what I thought. Is like they set them too
see,
tight.
and then the salesman, when I called him that night, when I was like, this makes me want to cry because it was so bad. When I talked to him, he says he talked to someone else, and he gets back to me. He's like, man, I'm almost thinking that maybe the bushings are too tight on those kingpins. And so he told me to call the head mechanic guy or whatever that was at the dealership.
They got the alignment place?
No, at the dealer, their dealer, and ask him about if that's a possibility. He's like, nope, there's no way that that's a possibility that they'd be too tight.
The salesman say that?
The salesman suggested that maybe they're too tight. And so he told me to call the guy at the service department, the head service guy. But he said, absolutely, there's no way that the shims are too tight.
Oh, I guarantee you.
And he said it probably needs the alignment. So that's why I went to the alignment. But the salesman talked to somebody else, which I think was maybe his manager. And they did suspect that maybe they're too tight. So we'll see.
I guarantee you they're too tight.
But
because that's what I suspected, and when I told him, he confirmed it. He's like, they're I guarantee you, he says they're too tight, and he's gonna check it, and he's gonna call me, and he's gonna let me know. But the way they work over here is, I believe we'll be able to get the truck done. They'll get the truck done today, probably. They work fast, and they'll be able to get the truck back on the road for us. And you also inspect the pins on it and see if they need replaced. If not, but they did take grease, and they did go all the way through, so I think we could just get away with greasing it a few times.
he's talking about the spring pins.
The spring pin bushings on the front. Because again, I believe the person who was on this truck before us is like any other owner-operator that just didn't to make money, and he didn't really do any proper maintenance on it, and just the pins
Or he
weren't
trusted
greased.
shops and they didn't do proper maintenance.
Yeah, the pins weren't greased. He took it to a place that they probably did take it. Most guys take it to a PM place, and they didn't grease it either. And that's probably why the kingpins are shot, because they didn't grease it properly. I mean, in order to grease a kingpin properly, you have to get it off the ground. You have to get the axle up in the air, and the kingpin take the weight off of them to get the grease all the way through. And now you can do it like every other time. You can do it on the ground, and then you could pick it up off the ground and grease. And that's how I like to do it. I like to alternate, so the grease hits different in different spots. Same thing with spring pins. But most guys don't do that, and that's why your kingpins are wear out prematurely, because that grease, when that axle's on the ground and those...
I got a call. Sorry, the county called me because I was asking if they could trim the trees back, or whatever the proper saying is for trimming trees. I mean, it's just trimming trees. I was hoping they would trim the trees, so they're calling me back about that to say they'll put in a work order.
That's because our travel trailer.
Because of our travel trailer. I said in my voicemail though, but our truck hits it too, and our travel trailer. Anyway, so Martin was saying something, and I was getting tired of holding the phone because we're at 6 minutes.
Grease your kingpins. Grease them right. Pick it up off the ground with jacks. Grease your kingpins. Grease your spring pins.
Grease everything.
I mean, $5 worth of grease goes a long way. It's going to prevent you from spending thousands of dollars on front end wear Because I
Or
mean,
the person that bought your truck after you traded it in for spending thousands.
my truck's got over $1 million on it, and I think the kingpins were done on it once, from what Tim said, and I don't think the spring pins have been done on the front end. There's no pops, no nothing, and it drives straight.
It does.
So, but I grease it. I grease everything religiously. I grease, like right now, I grease the solo trucks that we run that don't get obviously PM'd every 3 trips anymore, or 4 trips like we used to. I grease them every 2 weeks. Just do it. And I'm talking about like wear components, like spring pins and kingpins. That gets my attention, and then U-joints. Although you can get your U-joints greased.
So we'll update you guys when we know more. Because right now this video is just going to be us sitting here talking in the car.
Talking in a car.
About greasy shit.
Yes.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on.